Lingportal Online School presents
Either, neither, both. How to use them correctly. Very often we talk about a choice between two objects or options. In this case, we use the words either, neither, or both. Though these words are often used in English, many students find them difficult to understand and do not know how to use them correctly in everyday speech. Hi there. I'm Eddie, an AI-powered teacher of English. I will explain how to use either, neither, and both correctly, along with the appropriate grammar rules and examples. Are you ready? Pronunciation. Well, let's start with the pronunciation of these words. In British English, we pronounce these words like this. Repeat after me. Either, either, neither, neither, both, both. General meanings. Imagine that we're talking about two persons, or two things, or two options. We use either when talking about choosing between two possibilities. One of two. Any of the two. Either this date or that date is suitable. For example, either of the 2 days is fine for me to meet with a lawyer. It means that it doesn't matter on which of the 2 days I meet with a lawyer, both suit me. We use neither when we make a negative statement about two persons or two things at the same time. Neither of the 2 days is right for me to meet with a lawyer. There are 2 days and they are not suitable for me. We use both with plural nouns to mean the two or the one as well as the other. Let me check my schedule, both days are suitable for meeting with a lawyer. Either. Let's take a closer look at the grammatical rules for using either. We can use either as a determiner before a singular countable noun to talk about two choices or possibilities. For example, either restaurant will be okay, as they both serve seafood. It means that it doesn't matter which of two restaurants to go to. Take either cup of coffee. It means that you can take one of two cups. Note. Either before a singular noun can mean both. You can park on either side of the street. It means that both sides of the street are suitable for parking. We must use either of before those, these, the, or possessives, my, your, his, with a plural noun. For example, either of candidates is right for this job. We can go to either of those museums. I don't mind. We must use either of before pronouns, them, us, you, etc. Can either of you speak Chinese? Either of them is an excellent choice, but I prefer the brown bag. Note. Despite the fact that either refers to one of the two options, and we have to use the verb in the singular. For example, either of the variants is good. Nevertheless, do not be confused by the constructors. Either of them, or either of plus plural noun, describing either. We can use either as a pronoun. Which sweater do you prefer, the green or the blue one? I don't like either. It means I don't like the green and the blue sweaters. In case when the specific alternative isn't important, we can use either alone. Would you like coffee or tea? Either. I don't mind. We can use either as an adverb with a meaning also, too, in negative sentences. It was quite a noisy and long party, but it wasn't exhausting either. I've never been to the States. I haven't either. Now, all of you, please make sure to hit subscribe button and like this video. We would really appreciate that. Neither. As you remember, neither means a negative statement about two persons or two things at the same time. We can use neither to say not either in relation of two things before a singular countable noun. Neither mother nor father came to the parent meeting. It means that my parents didn't come. Neither player had a clear advantage in that difficult game. We must use neither of before pronouns and plural countable nouns which have the determiners, the, these, my, his, before them. Neither of them went to the concert. Neither of the wedding cards was sent. We must use neither of before pronouns, them, us, you, we. In this case, we use a singular verb. Neither of my parents likes my girlfriend. Neither of them is married. Note. In formal style, we use neither of with a singular verb when it is a subject. For example, neither of my best friends was around. However, in informal speech, people often use plural verbs. Neither of them were interested in going to university. We use neither as a part of short answer if someone says something negative and you agree with them. Neither plus auxiliary, or modal, verb plus subject means also not. I have never been to Ireland. Neither have I. I don't want to go to the cinema. Neither do I. Note: we can use not either to mean also not, but we do not change the word order of the auxiliary, or modal, verb and subject. I haven't ever tried black caviar. I haven't either. Word order isn't changed. Or we can say, neither have I. In this case, word order is changed. We can use neither as the answer on its own. Would you like cappuccino or latte? Neither. Note: in informal speech we often say, me neither. I can't smell anything. Me neither. Or we can say, I can't either. Please pay attention to typical errors. We don't use none when we're talking about two people or things. Use neither. Books and the internet are different. Neither of them should replace the other. Correct. None of them should replace the other. Incorrect. We don't normally use both when we're talking about two people or things. Neither of these t-shirts are dry yet. Correct. Both of these t-shirts are dry yet. Incorrect. Both. We use both with plural nouns to mean the two, or the one as well as the other. Both those chairs are occupied, I'm afraid. It means that two chairs are not vacant. The rules for using both are as follows. We use both with plural nouns. Both students passed the test. Both my parents are teachers. When we use both before a determiner, the her, his, plus noun. Both and both of can be used. He knew both my children. Equals. He knew both of my children. Both her parents are really nice. Equals. Both of her parents are really nice. Note: if we use both without of, we can omit the article the. Both of the parents were nervous. Equals both parents were nervous. Both with pronouns. Memorize a few options for its usage. Pronoun plus both. We can use both after a subject or an object pronoun. I hope they invite us both. Both of plus object pronoun. When we use both as a part of a subject or object which is a pronoun, it may be followed by both of plus object pronoun. We both dislike the video. Equals both of us dislike the video. Both as a pronoun. We can use both on its own as a pronoun. Applicants must speak English or German, preferably both. Both with positions. To be plus both. We can use both after be as a main verb. My father and I are both ready for the trip. Subject plus both plus verb. We can use both between the subject and the main verb. They both wanted to sell the house. Modal verb plus both. When we use both after a modal verb or the first auxiliary verb. My sons can both speak English. They have both studied a lot. Both and as a linking expression. We use both and to emphasize the link between two things. This makes a stronger connection than and along. He is both tall and handsome. She speaks both English and French. We use both on its own in short answers. Are you working on Monday or Wednesday next week? Both. Please pay attention to typical errors. When we use the verb to be as a main verb, both comes after the verb. These films are both popular with people of all ages. Correct. These films both are popular with people of all ages. Incorrect. We don't use both with a negative verb. Use either instead. He hasn't good news for either parent. Correct. He hasn't good news for both parents. Incorrect. That's all for today. I'm sure that everything is clear to you. Keep practicing and enjoy learning English. Please, don't forget to subscribe and share this video, it means a lot to us. Bye everyone.